So now we are going to see about stratification. So what is stratification? Dividing the categories. So generally I'll explain what is stratification. Stratify means you're going to divide and see where is the problem. Say for example, you got a crack, right? You got a crack in a machine, from a machine to the parts, and you don't know where exactly the problem is. So what you're going to do, you're going to collect the data machine wise. Say you produce the parts with machine A and machine B. So you're going to stratify the machines and collect the data from machine A and machine B. Then you will find machine B there is a crack. Machine B A is producing okay. So this is an example of stratification. In order to find out where is the problem by stratifying the different categories. Stratification is a technique used in combination with other data analysis tools when data from a variety of sources or categories have been lumped together. So what is the meaning here? The When the data from a variety of source, that means from many machines you're producing a prods and you're lumping together, then you don't know which problem has come from which machine. Therefore, we can categorize. The meaning of the data can be impossible to see. This technique separates the data so that patterns can be seen. So when to use, when data comes from several sources or conditions such as shift, days of the week, supplier wise or population groups. When the data analysis may require separating different sources or condition. So what is the meaning of that? When the data analysis may require separate different source or condition, that means from different condition we are going to see the data. In that way we can use stratification. So now let us see in the below example, the CPCPK is calculated for the entire set of data where the process is running two machines. So it's not here. The process running two machines. See, machine A, machine B example they run and they collected the data for the dimension. Okay. And this is the CPCPK value for the entire data. See how it looks, it has negative has come. Okay. So now when you do stratification, you'll understand where really the problem is. Now what they've done, they collected the data machine wise. Machine one data separately they collected, machine two data they separately collected. So if you see when they did certification, they found that machine one data is producing okay really to the mean, and CPCPK also is very good, whereas machine two is producing more than the USL, more than the USL. But CP is there, capability is there, but it is not having CPK. That means it is not moved to the required drawing mean. But combinedly, when you see the data, you say the process is not capable. When you stratify and see the data, you say machine one is capable, machine two is not capable. So stratification is a wonderful tool where we can use to find out where is the problem exactly. So now, say you are a production engineer, the situation has come, there is a rejection. Then what you will do immediately, you do stratification and you will say to the production that run machine one, move forward to the production. Now at least you have moved with the production. There is no problem for stopping the production. You are given approval to run machine one. Now what you will do, machine 2, you will compare the machine 2 parameters with the machine 1 and try to align these two and solve the problem. So stratification is very useful tool where if you're finding for the customer complaint, you stratify and see everything. Okay. So the next one is diagram scatter diagram. The scatter diagram graph pairs of numerical data with one variable on each axis to look for a relationship between them. If the variable are correlated, the points will fall along a line or a curve. The better the correlation, the tighter the points will use the line. That means, see, as we said, the stress is directly proportional to strain. That means stress and strain will fall in the same line. It will form a square for a directly proportionate. If stress is 1, strain also is 1. So when it forms this line, that means there is a strong correlation between two variables. So that is nothing but scatter diagram. So when to use? When trying to determine whether the two variable are related or not. So scatter diagram are used to check. See, correlation and regression or correlation is different. You are seeing directly the R square value. Whereas in scatter diagram, you are just plotting and seeing whether there is a relation or not, whether it is forming a straight line or not. If it is forming, you can do R square value. Scatter diagram example related with the R square value. So this is called strong positive correlation, and this is called weak positive correlation. This is called strong negative correlation. This is weak negative correlation. And this is moderate negative correlation. This is no correlation. So next we are going to see CP, CPK.